Picking it up in the first quarter. No score. Joe Tenta calls his own number, and he's got a nice gain out across the 25. Then slides down. Now inside the 10, Tenta zipped it out to Lewis Goodnow, and he stumbles into the end zone. Pioneers grab the lead 7-0. They'd get a stop. Then first play of the next drive. Tenta taking a shot off play action, and he finds John Sierputkowski between the safeties for a huge play. And that had set up this touchdown run to Zion Jackson-Wilborn right up the gut. Marietta pushes the lead to 14. Ensuing kickoff. Quentin Sheets to boot it away for the Pios, and Corbin Haley will field it deep in his own territory, and look out. Couple of jukes, then a burst of speed, and he's off to the races. A 93-yard house call as the Student Princes turn to special teams for some offense to cut the lead in half. Marietta looking to respond. Tenta fires near side and connects with Chris Taylor for the first down around the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal. Pios knocking on the door, and Jackson-Wilborn breaks it down using a 2nd, 3rd, and even 4th effort to punch it in. However, Marietta fumbles a late lead and falls 30-27.